About a beer, yeah? Dog. Beer. Alright, hey people. It's been a crazy couple of months, and figured maybe an update is in order. Hi, I'm Dave. I run this little business called OutWord. That's what this, the YouTube channel is an extension of that. And I spent the last few months kind of lost. So follow with me here real quick. So I know for the last year or so, a lot of the content that gets up here has just been stuff that I reappropriated from other platforms, chopped and cut and made nice for YouTube and YouTube Shorts, and it all came from Instagram, right? Nothing was organic. So this is an attempt for me to really just change that idea, because YouTube is the one place where you might accidentally come across a video from years ago that's still good, whereas every other feed-based algorithm heap, it's either brand new or it doesn't exist. So how about it? So OutWord, the idea of OutWord began because I was freelancing just kind of as a solo one-shot hired gun for years, and I figured I actually need a thing to put between me and the clients, right? This brand, this thing that's going to really open up what I'm doing for bigger clients and bigger projects and more cash. Let's be real. And so I sat down on one very long day with my old friend Joel Kelly, and he runs a branding agency out of, it was Canada then, but he's somewhere in the States now. And over a long day, we just kind of hammered out what would eventually become OutWord. And for the last 2 years, I've kind of run on that vehicle. And I'm wondering, man, I'm feeling like something needs to change. So here's what I'm thinking. I mean, there's nothing wrong with OutWord as a brand, as a business, as the thing that I, regularly stake my livelihood on, right? We do copywriting for folks. We help them develop a strategy in business and promotion and how to talk to certain audiences. And the issue that I keep coming to is that people, when they bring me on, they expect me to just write copy for them, but I need to do so many other things. And it's, how do I position what I do to speak to the right people? How do I get more out of OutWord while also making sure more people get to this idea and this philosophy that I work with inside of my business? So I don't want to call it a rebrand, but I mean, shit's got to change, right? It's like, what is a rebrand this day and age when honestly, I think we're getting to a place where there's going to be less of an emphasis on brand. This kind of post-branding culture that we're in, where, on one side you have the big brands that we all seem to idolize, but then there's a smaller stuff that you actually want to work with. Like, yes, you can buy the same book from Amazon and your local ma and pa shop, and two completely different experiences, but the local ma and pa shop, they have a brand, but they're not focused on branding. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of where I'm headed. Looking over the last several years of projects I've worked on and clients that I've taken on, one thing keeps cropping up again and again, and that is this idea of creativity. And frankly, OutWord sells creativity. Like, wrap your noodle around that for just a second. Because I tell every single one of my clients for all of the projects, it's like, yes, the end result may be copy and content and stuff that you publish and share and promote, but where we're going to start is so far back in the other direction. I just want to help manage that expectation for you. We're ending with copy, but we're starting with something completely different. And frankly, that completely different idea is just letting these people get back in touch with their creative side. So yeah, OutWord sells creativity. And I think I'm gonna have to lean into that. And I know I've been saying it for years, but I'm going to be leaning into YouTube while I do that. So over the next several weeks and months, as I sort of roll out this new iteration of OutWord, I'm going, I swear, I'm going to keep this updated with progress and what things are happening and how shit's changing. And I don't know, maybe you learn something from it. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, subscribe, like, comment, share, block, do whatever you gotta do. Until next time.